Paul and Dagny.
That's right. We got Dagny hanging out this morning, keeping an eye on those no-worry flurries that are out there this morning. And we're going to start with a look at the bus stop forecast, so if you can tear your eyes away from her to what's behind her. Temperatures are a little chilly this morning. It's jacket weather as you're heading out the door. Of course, she has fur that somehow she's still shedding. Even though the temperatures are turning colder and it's wintertime, this dog is just a fur machine, basically. Temperatures are only going to warm up to the low 40s today. A noticeable breeze throughout the day, even as we see partial clearing later on. Right now, a lot of cloud cover across most of the mid-state, and I mentioned those no-worry flurries. We're seeing a couple of snowflakes getting squeezed out here and there. There's that noticeable breeze out of the west right now. I'll show you the wind chills in just a second. It's still dark and early across most of the mid-state. The sun comes up in about a half an hour or so. Not going to see much of that sunshine for the first half of the day, but by midday and into the afternoon, at least partial clearing is expected to kick in. Temperatures right now, they're chilly, but we're still above freezing, barely, in Nashville. 35 degrees. We haven't been at or below freezing since January 9th. This is as cold as we've been all morning. Also 35 degrees in Gallatin. Murfreesboro, you're the warm spot at 36. Cold spots, the bookends of the mid-state. 30 degrees in Paris and in Crossville. But you factor in that breeze, it does feel a little chillier out there. If you're blank, it means that the wind isn't strong enough in your particular location to register a wind chill. But it feels like 26 right now in Nashville, 21, the cold wind chill in Crossville, mostly mid-20s for that actual feels like temperatures. So bundle up a little bit as you're heading out the door. Your car doesn't feel the wind chill, but it does feel the cold, so give that a little extra time to warm up too. Temperatures will be close to 40 by noon, into the low 40s for highs this afternoon, about 5 degrees short of what's normal for this time of year, and then back down to the upper 30s this evening. Heading into the weekend, it's going to be a chilly start to the day tomorrow, then we warm up to around 50 degrees before the clouds move back in. And those clouds are going to be trying to produce some showers as we head into late Saturday night and early Sunday. So let's check out Futurecast here. And it does show that chance for some rain and snow showers into early Sunday morning, but I don't expect those to actually reach ground level to any great extent. I think most of it's going to evaporate in the very dry air in place over the mid-state. We'll see how that plays out. We'll be keeping an eye on the latest data as it comes in over the weekend. Dan and Daphne both will be here to keep you updated. As that moves off to the east, we'll be waiting on the second little squeeze in the atmosphere that's going to move towards us by later in the day on Sunday. This one I think is going to have a better chance of producing some mixed rain and snow showers, but air temperatures will be well above freezing. Ground temperatures are relatively warm, so any snow that actually manages to reach ground level without melting is probably going to melt once it actually hits the ground. The exception, the higher terrain of eastern Middle Tennessee, the eastern Highland Rim, the Cumberland Plateau. You're always those snow-favored locations. That's where you have the best chance of picking up some snow late Sunday and into Sunday night. So let's add it up using that same forecast model. And most of these numbers are going to say it's 0.0, which means you might see some flakes on the air. You're not likely to be able to measure any snow on the ground, but a half an inch to an inch of accumulation possible in those pink shaded areas. Again, the eastern Highland Rim and the Cumberland Plateau. That's where I would allow some extra time as you're heading out the door on Monday morning. For the rest of us, if you see somebody at the store clearing out the bread and milk aisle, that's just based on rumors, social media rumors or word of mouth rumors, because most of us are not likely to get significant snow out of this system. Again, there's wintertime, it's always potential that we'll see a little bit more, but this type of system is never a big snowmaker for us just because of where it's coming from. Temperatures will stay a little on the cool side Monday, but anything that falls will melt, and then temperatures warm up to the upper 50s on Tuesday, close to 60 degrees. Another wave of cool air could squeeze out some showers on Wednesday. Not sure yet if any of the local critters are going to be able to see their shadows on Thursday, but the weather is going to do whatever the weather wants to do, regardless of what a large squirrel says about it. So we'll keep you posted.
That's a scientific fact.
There we go.
All right, Paul. Thank you.